Means that do it. Burger
Welcome to the second hour of Air Checks. The American Comedy Network was a group of former radio DJs that served as a radio syndication service that provided comedy material in the form of parody and novelty songs to local U.S. and Canadian radio stations. They were on from 1984 to 2013. The group was founded by Andy Goodman, The Real Bob James, Dale Reeves, David Lawrence, and Michelle George. Bob Rivers also contributed to the American Comedy Network as well.
Annie M! Oh, Toto, I don't think we're in Kansas anymore. Look, there's a microphone and records playing. Oh, Toto, I think it's...
Outrageous Radio!
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. James Brown.
Yeah, listen, I just want to tell people, thank God they got viewed that easy. It's so funny that you sit back and listen on instead in the living room.
Mr. Brown says, this recording contains a collection of classics from the American Comedy Network.
Assisted by a galaxy of stars from fabulous radio stations all over America.
Yes, it's the top hits from coast to coast.
So, smiles, everyone. Smiles. And prepare yourself for...
Outrageous Radio.
105.9 KBPI rocks the Rockies. Gary and Mike, the O Brothers here.
Good morning.
Wait a minute. Did you say good morning?
Oh, no.
Morning's here.
It's time to rise.
Wipe the sleep
from your sweet eyes.
The sun is up.
The sky is blue.
And so it is we sing to you.
Good morning, good morning. We hope you're feeling swell. Good morning,
You look like hell. Your face looks to us like a tractor ran over it.
your hair looks like Don King's. You look like
And then the Lord said, let there be light. And lo, there was light.
From the same people who brought you the much-beloved Talking Bible comes a new 10-volume set, brilliantly updated for the 80s.
Yes, it's the Rapping Bible.
There was dark everywhere. Then the man said, light. And the light was there. He said, I done good, there's no doubt. On the seventh day, he just chilled out. Genesis, beginning of that, beginning of this.
Finally, the good book is bad, and his word is nasty.
Check it out. There's a town called Sodom and Gomorrah. Everybody partied like no tomorrow. God looked down, said, not my fault. Don't look back or you'll turn to salt. Lot's wife took a peek, started to freak. The cow came up and licked her cheek. Take a lick, y'all, of a cheek, y'all.
Imagine all the Psalms, all the parables, every sacred biblical word interpreted by the finest sucker MCs of all time.
Genesis, Exodus, Deuteronomy.
The Rapping Bible, making his word fresh again.
Y95. Steve Wood on The Breakfast Club on Y95.
It's the Morning Zoo with Merkel and Dixon.
This is Merlin Olsen, and I'm holding something very beautiful.
Oh, Merlin!
You can poke somebody's eye out with that.
And traffic in Pittsburgh pretty heavy this morning. 8:05 on 3WS. Listen to this. I have a short announcement I have to make here.
Okay.
Tonight's monthly meeting of the Pittsburgh Pessimists Club has been canceled. The chairman just called and said he felt most of the members weren't going to come anyway. So,
All right.
Well, is he still on the line, Gary?
We do have the guy still there.
Is he really? Listen, since we got him holding on the line, why don't we just find out what this Pessimist Club is all about? So let's say hello now to Mr. Norman Negative.
Yes.
Hello, Mr. Negative. Hello.
That's Negativa. I'm Greek.
Oh, right. Well, how are you, sir?
Oh, I'm just fine now, but there's a history of heart disease and tumors in my family that goes way back.
I see.
Yeah, just a matter of time, really.
Yes, and how long has the Pittsburgh Pessimist Club been around?
Oh, about 10 years, but I'm pretty sure we're going to fold any day now. I mean, assuming we're not all killed by the earthquake first.
Oh, boy, you really are pessimist.
Thank you. I try, but of course it never really does any good.
Oh, of course. So just what do you do at a Pessimists Club meeting?
Yeah. Well, let's see. First, we pass around a little snack. Of course, we never eat it because we're far too concerned about choking or poison.
Right, yeah.
Then we fill our glasses half empty.
Naturally.
And then, of course, say a toast to each other's soon-to-be declining health.
I see. Then what do you do?
Yeah, and then we make our predictions for the next 6 months.
Oh, and what are they?
Yeah.
Well, we feel pretty sure that there will be complete and total peace throughout the entire world.
Well, gee, that doesn't sound very pessimistic.
Well, no, not for those who will survive the Earth's collision with the sun.
Oh, goodbye, Mr. Negative.
Tuesday night is Jacket Off Night. Every child under the age of 7 accompanied by a parent or guardian gets to come on out to the ballpark and remove his or her jacket.
69 ACN 720, 20 minutes past 7 o'clock with Carringer and Friend. Carringer and Friends, 72 for a hide today, 60 for... Jeez, would you hold on a second? Yeah, hello?
Larry.
Oh, boss, listen, I'm on the air here.
Yeah, I know, but this is important.
Yeah.
Have you seen my back massager?
Boss.
Yeah.
This one's for you.
This line is for ticket holders only, please. Ticket holders only.
Move it. Look out. Hey, I'm cutting in front here.
Wait a minute.
Coming through.
You can't do that.
Yeah, who do you think you are?
Yeah.
Me?
Yeah.
I'm an obnoxious butthead.
Oh, he's a butthead. Oh, sorry.
Yes, you know them well. In fact, you encounter them every day.
Hey! You just parked in front of my driveway. What are you, a butthead?
Yeah.
Oh. Sorry. I'll just back out over my lawn.
We call them buttheads, but they're actually the unfortunate victims of cranial rectosis, a condition which causes people to lose all feeling for others simply because their head is jammed up their... Well, you get the picture.
Excuse me, but this is a no smoking section.
So, what are you gonna do about it, cupcake?
Don't do anything. He's a terminal butthead. A public service reminder from the Committee to Replace Lab Animals with Buttheads.
507. Good morning, 10 minutes after 8 with the Zoo Crew.
Hey, man, big news in from Iran. It seems like the head guy in charge over there says that if the United States does not back down, get out of completely, no more involvement, that they're going to cut off our supply of convenience store clerks.
Language tape number 6. The convenience store. Follow along and repeat. Convenience store manager.
Hello, may I be to helping you, please?
Repeat.
Hello, may I be to helping you, please?
Customer.
Yes, I would like a pack of Parliament Lights.
Convenience store manager.
You want a Parliament Light?
Repeat.
You want a Parliament Light?
Customer.
Yes, I would like a pack of Parliament Lights.
Convenience store manager.
This a Parliament Light?
Repeat.
Is this a Parliament Light? This one, Parliament?
Customer.
No, neither one of those is the Parliament Light.
Wait, no, is it this one?
No,
or this?
no, it's not that one.
You want a Parliament Light?
Yes, I want the Parliament Lights, please.
Is it over here?
No,
this
the
one?
the Parliament Light.
This one?
No,
Parliament Light?
no, can't you see it's the
This one,
right
Parliament
no,
Light.
no, over
This
there by
one.
the dirty magazines.
What?
Can't you see it? Listen, laundry head, it's the Parliament Light.
Now,
Can't you see it's right over
turn this tape over for language tape number 7. Ordering Chinese food over the phone.
Get your butt out of bed. Y107.
96 FM WKDD. Good morning. Matt Patrick, Steve French, the Waking Crew. Today, of course, St. Patrick's Day, big day in my family. Don't forget to make sure you wear green.
Please.
All the way down.
Hey, this is the time of year when everyone's a wee bit Irish. Say, Colleen, would you be wanting to come over to my place to help me wax my shillelagh?
Oh, now that I would, Michael Patrick, if you be wearing the green.
I know, there's a smart lassie. She's making sure her laddie's wearing the Kelly Green protection of leprechauns. Don't be wishing on a four-leaf clover or falling for the gift of gab, especially if you're planning on kissing some Blarney Stones or what have you. Be doubling your protection with leprechauns.
They're strong enough for a man.
But I like 'em too.
So, catch yourself a leprechauндom, and you won't be catching anything else.
Good morning, Utah. Fisher and Todd here on Kiss at 97 KISN.
Fisher, what are you doing?
Oh, I'm just looking over this little note I left for myself, Todd.
Yeah.
My brother's coming into town, Salt Lake International, this afternoon.
You got the airline down there?
136. Oh, yeah. Oh, it's that new one.
New one?
Yeah, for guys like him.
Oh.
Excuse me, sir. Coffee, tea, chemotherapy?
No, thanks. Maybe later. Hi, I'm a smoker, and while most airlines are turning away my business, I'm glad there's a new alternative for people like me.
Smokers Airlines.
In the event your cigarettes go out, a plastic mask will drop down, dispensing exhaust fumes directly from our engines. Strap it around your face and inhale normally.
That's good. So listen, if you like to smoke and you gotta fly, go with the airline that's like an ashtray in the sky.
We put the tar in tarmac. We put our heart in your heart attack. It's no joke when you're going up in smoke. When you're going Smokers Airlines.
Call your local cardiologist for details.
Smokers Airlines.
You're on the Beach FM, where rock lives in an iron lung. Now here's some really new music from a group with a really clean sound. Check it out. Oh, wow. Like maybe I should take it out of the jacket first, really. For sure. Totally.
Most music in the morning, Q107. My, we're all just so excited about this. 7:31. I've never had anybody this big in the studio with me. Literally. Ladies and gentlemen, what more can I say? First Lady Barbara Bush.
Yes, hello.
Mrs. Bush, come over here, Mrs. Bush. Just a little closer to the microphone.
Of course. Is this better?
Much better. So listen, hey, thanks for coming up this early in the morning, coming over from the White House.
Well, as you know, I've made literacy one of my top priorities as First Lady.
Well, that's great, because I think tossing garbage out of the car window on the Beltway is just disgusting.
No.
And
Not littering. Literacy. You know, the ability to read and write.
Oh, sure, of course. Yes. Well, after all, if you can't read a don't litter sign, you're out of luck.
Right. And because the alphabet provides the building blocks of literacy, I thought it would be appropriate to take this opportunity to recite the ABCs in a manner your listeners will always remember.
Well, go ahead.
Wonderful. Just let me wet my whistle then.
Miss Bush, isn't it a little early for a Coors Light, ma'am? Ma'am? Hello?
Not really.
A, B, C, D, F, G, H, I, J, K, L, M, N, O, P, Q, R, S, T, U, V, W, X, Y, and Z.
Thank you so much, Mrs. Bush.
You're welcome.
David Lawrence.
Let's get some pizza!
Let's get some burgers.
Hey, kids, I know. Let's get some fungus!
Yeah!
Do you want some mushrooms? Mushrooms. Or some spores?
Munch some mildew.
Mildew. You'll want more. Just get out of that fast food rut. Come on down to the fungus hut.
Say, when you get that craving for mushrooms, molds, or any kind of parasitic lower plant life that lacks chlorophyll, come on down to the Fungus Hut.
We have deep-fried toadstools, mold shakes, and for dessert, hot mushroom pies.
No, thanks. We'll just have a big bucket of fungus.
So come out of the sunlight and discover the dank, musty world that's popping up near you.
So get out of that fast food rut. Come on down to the Fungus. The Fungus Hut.
The Fungus Hut. It's fungi licking good.
Get up in the morning in Philadelphia with the Welch and Woody Show.
News, Z93. This is Dr. Dave with my partner, Alan K. 735 in Marketing right now.
65 degrees on the outside. I'll tell you, with the weekend coming up, Doc, I'm dreading those Saturday morning cartoons with my kids.
I heard that, man. Now, this just goes to show you can pick your friends, you can pick your nose, but you can't wipe your friends on your car seat. You know what I'm saying?
Hey kids, there's a wacky new cartoon show just for you. Saturday mornings at 10, it's The Boogers.
Hey, Benny, what are you doing?
Just hanging out.
Well, that's a booger for you. Yes, you'll meet Benny Booger, Betty Booger, Nasal the maid, and their drippy old antihistamine. It's a nose full of fun, so don't blow it. Pick the one that all the critics have their finger on. It's The Boogers, the show you'll want to wipe under your chair.
K92 FM.
Well, I drive a 2-ton semi, go trucking coast to coast. I like my rig, I like the road, but it's not what I love most. There's a gal I left in Frisco, a sweet young thing named Rose. And the best dang thing about her, she lets me wear her clothes. Well, I'm proud to be country transvestite. And I love to wear the girls' clothes all day. Lacy bra, a frilly blouse, a silky negligee. Now I'm still a macho tough guy, and I hope you'll understand. I was born with a big black mustache and a six-pack in my hand. But when I go out formal, I do it with a twist. I'll wear a strapless evening gown and a nosegay on my wrist. Yes, I'm proud to be country transvestite. And I love to wear the girls' clothes all day. I gloss my lips, tease my hair, and sleep in lingerie. Now I like the way I'm living. Don't judge me by my clothes. I'm an all-American He-Man. I love legs, pantyhose. So don't look at me funny, or I'll punch out your lights. And the last thing you'll remember is a trucker in fishnet tights. Yes, I'm proud to be country transvestite. And I love to wear the girls' clothes all day. Painted lips, padded hips, my shaved legs on display. Yes, I'm proud to be country transvestite. And I love to wear the girls' clothes all day. Style and muse, something fuse, well, it sends us on our way. Yes, I'm proud to be country transvestite. Let me get these pantyhose on here. Hope I don't get a run. You know, I hate that. You know, when you chip your nail and that thing flakes off there, it's just terrible. You know, you got to go back home and just put your new nail polish on. I wish they'd come up with something. You could just put it on permanent. You wouldn't have to do it every day. You know what I'm saying? Whew, I could use a bubble bath. I really could.
You're listening to WASP, Total Wasp Radio. The right kind of radio for just the right kind of people. Radio so exclusive, you can't find it on your dial unless you've been invited.
This is Jay Hamilton at AECN, and in just a couple of seconds here, I'm going to be interviewing the winner of the 1989 Lewd Talking Competition. Now, I kind of wanted to warn you ahead of time here. This guy has got a potty mouth on him you wouldn't believe, but fortunately for you, we've devised a system here that where it pretty much senses out the dirty words that he uses. We'll still be able to give you kind of the flavor of what he's saying here. Well, for example, now, if he says a bad word that's a noun, you'll hear this. If he uses a nasty verb or an action word of sorts, you'll hear something like this. And should he use an adjective that's a certain no-no, you'll be hearing this. As we promised, on the line with us right now is the winner of the 1989 lewd talking competition, Mr. Gus Swearington of Falmouth, Massachusetts. Good morning, Gus. How are you, babe?
How should I be, you? You keep me waiting a half hour.
Yeah, listen, we're awful sorry about this, but can you tell us right now something about the lewd talking competition?
Yeah, sure. For the third year in a row, they get together this group of flaming, and then they stick us in this hole of a gym, and they grade us on cursing.
And you mean that's all there is to it, then?
No, you. We're graded on style, expressive,ness and unusual combination of words.
Yeah, I can see that. Well, listen, how did you actually then go on to win the overall competition?
Simple. I told the line judge he didn't know from Shinola.
Yeah, well, listen, Gus, I can certainly... wait.
That he should tie his...
Hold on a second. Now, a person can't actually do... I mean, how can you tie knots in it while you're riding a camel?
Look, it doesn't matter, you face. It's the thought that counts.
Yeah, well, listen, thanks a lot for joining us here. Mr. Gus Swearington, the winner of the 1989 Lewd Talking Man competition.
Yeah, well, thank you.
You're welcome.
And...
Jay Hamilton.
Jay Hamilton.
ACN.
KJ103 805 in the morning with Mark Shannon on the drive. And gosh, you know, everybody's got plenty of cartoons on Saturday morning, but Sunday morning, is it just me or is it only TV evangelists? Well, kids, we got something new for you.
Hey, kids, there's a new cartoon show for you Sunday morning.
I'm Popeye the Holy Man. I live in the Vatican. Eat spinach for dinner, then bless all the sinners. I'm Popeye the Holy Man.
This week, Popeye baptizes Brutus.
Hey, Popeye, takes off that big dumb hat before I knocks it off.
Oh, yeah? Take this, you big palookas.
Holy water, Popeye.
And next week, Popeye hears Olive Oil's confession.
Oh, my gosh.
Be there, or be St. Peter's Square for...
Popeye the Holy Man. How embarrassing.
KJ 103.
I-95 FM, Connecticut's best and classic rock and roll with a real Bob James. It's a Rock and Roll Funnies. I hope you're doing well today. This portion of the real show is being brought to you by Bartles and James Brown Wine Coolers.
Hello, I'm Frank Bartles, and this here's my partner, James Brown. As the weather starts getting too hot, we hope you will reach for one of these. New Bartles and James Brown Wine Cooler.
It tastes good.
They come in 3 funky flavors. Gravity Grape, Crime of Passion Fruit, and my personal favorite, Papaya.
Papaya's got a brand new day.
It'll get you off faster than a big city lawyer. And a single pack serves 6 to 10, just like James.
New Bartles and James Brown Wine Coolers. The Cooler, made in the cooler.
Now behind bars everywhere.
And thank you for your support. The Rock and Roll Funnies.
Give me a break.
I-95 FM.
KBPI rocks the Rockies. Good morning. I'm Gary O'Neill.
I'm Mike Olson.
And we're the O Brothers on the KBPI Morning Show.
Hey, if you're driving to work this morning and you're an employer with a job opening...
Hey, we're available.
And now, Job Search. A public service to help the unemployed find jobs. Here's today's Job Search candidate.
I got the shaft from my last boss, man. I mean, the guy was on a power trip, man. I mean, okay, I come back from lunch, and the guy gets on my case for being an hour late, man. I mean, so what if it's the 4th day in a row, man? I mean, I told him, I don't need this crap, man. I mean, you can shove this job, man. You know? I mean, I don't need that kind of crap in my life, man. I mean, do you know what I'm talking about?
If your business has a position for this job search candidate, call this station today.
Cincinnati's new music FM, Q102 in the Morning Zoo with JB.
And Jim Fox.
And Pam Ray, huh?
Hey, Pam, you're always trying to catch a guy. If you try any of that new perfume, it's good bait, man.
You mean Liz Taylor's Passion?
No.
Cher's Uninhibited?
No.
Not Linda Evans?
No.
We mean Roseanne's Delier.
First, there was Calvin Klein's obsession. Then, Elizabeth Taylor's passion. Now comes an exciting new fragrance inspired by America's #1 television star. Introducing Roseanne Barr's Derrière.
Hey, gals, you know, women like you and me are never gonna look like Liz Taylor. So why should we smell like her? Just do what I do. Splash some of this junk on and tell your stud muffin to kiss your derriere.
Imagine how you'll feel with Roseanne Barr's Derrière on your face.
Believe me, there's nothing bigger than my derriere.
Derrière. Just look for the huge pink can, new from Estée Lauder.
Cincinnati's hot music, the Hot Music FM, Q102.
Go ahead, you're on the air.
Do you realize that you cannot say the word homeowner without saying homo?
Yeah, it's me, Chris. Gots to rock and roll because nobody in their right mind will give me a real job. Emery.
And now, another edition of What If? Today, what if Janis Joplin were an Avon lady?
Yes, may I help you?
Tune in next time when we'll ask, what if acne scars were attractive?
Wow, Keith Richards, what a hum.
When next we ask, what if?
How about 8:10 with Kelly and Company and music from Boston and Melissa Etheridge still to come. Did a little early Christmas shopping at the mall over the weekend and went shopping for my nephew Ryan, dropped into a toy store. And they've got variations on Barbie now. They've got like glamour Barbie, hairdresser Barbie. The most amazing of all, they've even got a Barbie with a diet disorder.
Ooh, she's been tan, she's been sporty, she's been glamorous. But now she's a brand new Barbie. She's
overweight Barbie.
That's right, gals. Too much time in her Barbie kitchen and too many hours in front of her Barbie TV gave your favorite fashion doll the big Barbie behind.
Overweight Barbie.
She's too big for her vet, way too big for her van, and she'll need a whole new wardrobe.
Because now it takes 2 hands to dress her.
From fashion leader to binge eater, she's
overweight Barbie.
The brand new overweight Barbie doll with spandex pants and hoisting crane available now. Anorexic Ken sold separately.
Z100 and your Z Morning Zoo. Ross and Wilson and the crew here this morning at 7:18, 18 after 7 o'clock.
And, you know, today is the birthday of Elvis Presley.
Yeah.
Guess I should say the late Elvis Presley.
Well, not necessarily, Ross. You know, he has been spotted numerous times.
Oh, yeah, but I mean, come on, that's just a myth. Everybody knows he died on the can. You know?
Yeah, you remember that? Boy, that was a magic moment. Can you see it? Hey, Elvis! Hey, what's going on in there, son? Something dying there or what?
You've bought his records, you've seen his films, you've even purchased the Dayglow Velvet Memorial paintings at the gas station. As a true Elvis fan, you think you've heard it all. But wait, there's more. Now you can buy secret recordings of Elvis's last telephone conversations. Yes, it's the Elvis tapes.
Hello, baby. This is Elvis. And I want you to come over right now and make me a big peanut butter and then a sandwich. A peanut butter and then a sandwich will get me through the night.
You'll hear Elvis in his most intimate moments.
Hello, Pizza Man, Pizza. Yeah, this is Elvis. Why don't you bring me over a couple large pies? Don't make it 3. Don't make it 6, double cheese. Yeah, I'm home, I'm alone, and I'm hungry.
And you'll hear Elvis reveal how he really feels about the one true love of his life.
I want you back in my life, baby. And on your way back, would you pick up some donuts, please? Big jelly, cream donuts, crustless cheese, Danish too. I love my big honey glazed donuts. Without them, I can't do.
The Elvis tapes.
Oh, give me more donuts.
Available now in drugstores everywhere.
I love to eat lemon.
The Z Morning Zoo, Z100.
16 after 6, 6:16. Good morning. It's Friday, the 9th of September. This is Ron Bison. Look at this. A brand new line of eau de toilette on the market this morning.
Every woman is looking for a fragrance that is her own unique scent. I know. I am designer Geoffrey Beans, and I have a new fragrance so overwhelming it practically announces itself.
Coupe fromage.
Yes, Coupe le fromage, the silent but deadly scent that turns a crowded room into a quiet place for you and you alone.
Coupe fromage.
It surrounds you with your own smell, as pungent as opium, as lethal as poison. Coupe le fromage, the aroma that says, anybody got a match?
Coupe le fromage.
Just look for the bottle shaped like a finger and give it a pull. Yes, she who smelt it, dealt it.
Coupe le fromage.
In English,
cut the cheese.
For her, coupe le fromage. And for the outdoor man, windbreaker. Wear it and be alone.
K92 FM. ACN.
Outrageous Radio, starring the American Comedy Network, is brought to you by the American Obstetrics Association, people pulling people out of people, and by Amish Joy Candy Bars, because sometimes you feel like a nut, and sometimes you feel like making a quilt, and by Sneeze Whiz, the all-natural snack spread wiped from the nose of the eucalyptus tree. Sneeze Whiz. It's just achoo and bon appetit.
That's disgusting. Hallelujah.
Say, kids, what's real bad for you but tastes real good?
Sugar!
And what gives you the excess energy to drive Mom crazy?
Sugar!
So, what breakfast cereal will you tell Mom to buy next time she goes shopping?
Sugar Shockers, yeah!
Sugar Shockers. New super sugar-coated Sugar Shockers are little bits of raw cane drenched in honey and coated with powdered sugar, glucose, fructose, corn syrup, and other natural sweeteners.
And it tastes just like sugar-coated sugar!
Right, because there's no yucky vitamins or minerals to spoil your fun.
Yeah!
And how does it make you feel?
Like I'm vibrating. Mommy, let's watch cartoons. Mommy, let's go get ice cream. Mommy, let's play Smurfs. Mommy.
Sugar Shockers. And moms will love Sugar Shockers too, because inside every box there's a free bottle of new Flintstones chewable Valium.
Yeah!
So try new super sugar-coated Sugar Shockers from your friends at Irresponsible Foods.
Good morning, Buffalo. Magic 102.
20 after 7 with Ed Kelly on ACN. Going to be a sunny day today. High of 70 expected, 61 right now. Have you seen these commercials on TV for Nut and Honey? You know, with the cute couple kind of talking back and forth. I tell you, they'll throw anything into cereal these days. Have you noticed that? It's like Wheaton Brand, Cracklin Brand, Corn and Oats, Hall and Oats. What is next?
From the makers of Nut and Honey comes a brand new breakfast cereal with a name that'll cause even more problems.
What are you eating there, Private?
Nut and Homo.
Why, you dirty...
Yes, new Nut and Homo. It's just crunchy nuts and grade A homogenized milk.
What are you eating, Lance?
Nut and Homo.
Lance, please, not in front of my wife.
Nutritious Nut and Homo. New from the makers of Fruit Loops.
Ed Kelly.
Talk about your ruffers, huh?
ACN.
Timeline to the top of the key taken by Kareem. He stops, he looks, he fakes, deeks, turns, pumps, holds, twists, spins, he chokes, gags, bends, pukes, and oh, he's all over the court.
It's the Zoo, Q102, Cincinnati's #1 morning radio show with JB
And Jim Fox.
And Pam Reha.
And here's your VCR alert. Fire 'em up for tonight.
What is it? New season, LA Law?
Arsenio Hall.
No!
Monday Night Football.
No!
LA Law.
You guys are missing the point.
Well, what then?
It's gonna be another one of those Time Magazine dismissed as coincidence commercials. Here's a preview.
While vacationing in Mexico, an American tourist runs out of gas. At the same instant, hundreds of miles away, his twin brother experiences gas after eating Mexican food. It's dismissed as coincidence. A man boards a plane at Kennedy Airport in New York. At the same moment in Massachusetts, Senator Ted Kennedy planes aboard in his workshop.
That looks flush now.
It's written off as chance. Lifetime Books presents an incredible new 50-volume set. Totally unrelated events of no consequence. Yes, for just $19.95, we'll send you Volume 1 absolutely free. Inspect it, look it over. You may even want to read it. And if you're not completely satisfied in 30 days, we'll send you Volume 2. And you'll continue to receive a new volume each month for the rest of your lifetime.
No, not again.
A man cancels his contract with Lifetime Books, and yet 5 years later, he's still receiving volumes from the Civil War series. Just a coincidence? You be the judge.
Lifetime Books, third-class books at first-class prices.
Q102. The children.
Okay, time for bed, Timmy.
Why?
Because you need your rest.
Why?
Because if you don't get some sleep, you'll be grumpy in the morning, and nobody likes a grump.
Why?
Because people who are grumpy yell and scream, and nobody likes them.
Why?
The children. You think you're in charge?
Mom, where's my breakfast? Mom, where's my clothes? Mom, where's my lunch? Mom, Mommy. Mom. Mommy.
The children. They're cute. They're small. They're relentless.
Bobby, be careful with that milk. Oh.
You keep telling yourself it's only a movie.
What?
But it's not. Yes, once you experience the children, your life will never be the same. And coming soon...
Hey, Dad, can I have, the keys to the BMW or what?
The teenagers from reality films.
Good morning to you.
Mark and Kim. Coast 103.
KISN, we're Fisher and Todd.
You know, Fisher, I have to say something. Something really weird happened yesterday.
What, Todd?
It was late in the afternoon. I was taking a nap and watching Channel 7, the public television. And I wasn't awake and I wasn't asleep. I was someplace in the middle. And what I remember was really strange.
After 14 months at sea, Jacques Cousteau observes subtle changes in his crew's behavior.
As we enter the Sargassosi, I noticed that Philippe has removed his wetsuit and slipped into a provocative silk teddy with matching French cut panties. I am aghast, but the entire crew of the Calypso has suddenly changed into peekaboo lingerie and push-up brasiers.
Don't miss the season premiere of The Underwear World of Jacques Cousteau.
The sea is a strange mistress, and so is my first mate, Jean-Claude.
Bonjour, mon capitaine.
Uh-oh.
Tonight on PBS.
Y107 is 740. Good morning. Zoo Crew here. Coyote McLeod.
I'm Mark Chase.
Rob
Walker. No, this is a Babe Alert. Oh, man.
A Babe Alert?
I saw Fleetwood Mac on television last night. When they have those specials. And Stevie Nicks. Man, my heart stopped.
You do have a big nude picture of Stevie Nicks in your office, don't you?
She is such a fox.
Stevie Nicks, the distinctive voice of Fleetwood Mac. Her style is unforgettable. Her lyrics, unintelligible. Stevie's back with all your favorite hits on one big album. It's Stevie Nicks. What the hell is she saying? Yes, all her classics are here. You'll get and the incomparable. Digitally remumbled for stereo inaudibility. This is Stevie Nicks at her most nebulous. Stevie Nicks, What the Hell Is She Saying? Available now on Incoherent Records and Tapes.
And, it finally dawned on me. Now, you women, when you want to practice birth control, you've got several different methods and things you can pick from there. We men, there's, to my knowledge, only the one so far. And it's confusing. We can send a man to the moon, but we can't develop a better method of birth control for men?
I'm Ted Koppel, and this is Punchline. There's been a major breakthrough in the science of male contraception. ABC's Barbara Walters has more.
Ted, I'm here at the University of Louisville Laboratory with Dr. Richard Robinson, who's invented a new birth control pill for men. Doctor, what does this pill do?
Well, it's actually very simple, Barbara. A man puts it in his shoe, and it makes him limp.
Ted?
Tomorrow night, we cross a praying mantis with a termite and get an insect that says grace before it eats your house.
Oh, come on.
I'm Ted Koppel, and this is Punchline.
You're kidding me.
Jay Hamilton.
Jay Hamilton.
ACN.
Connecticut's best rock and roll. I want to tell you, we have 87 degrees right now. Let me get that. I-95 FM, hello.
Yeah, hi. Are you the guy in the air now?
Yeah, I think I'm me.
I think I'm me. You see? That's what I mean. You kill me.
Right.
Where do you get your material, man?
Over at the Yarn Barn on Route 25.
The Yarn Barn. That's great. I love it. Hey, watch out, you creep.
Oh, hey, where you calling from? I-95 or something?
Yeah, I am. I got a cellular phone. I'm calling you from my car.
Oh, phone in the car. Sounds like life in the fast lane, huh?
Fast lane? Oh! God, you're so funny. I almost drove off the road here.
Yeah, only almost, huh? Well, let me try this one on you, all right?
All right, go ahead.
All right. Why did the terrorist go into the 7-Eleven?
I don't know. Why?
To get a hostage Twinkie!
A hostage Twinkie!
Yeah. Oh, my.
I'm sorry. The number you have reached has been disconnected.
Oh, gee.
The real Bob James. Rock and roll funny with the real Bob James on I-95 FM.
DJ 92 with Young Stuff, 9:17 on a Thursday morning. While the rest of the world is trying to keep up with the Joneses, we out here in Southern California obviously have to keep up with somebody more important like Sinatra. And, Frank's got this beautiful lawn. I said, look, how do you get this yard to look so good? And he told me a little known secret. And for the first time ever, you're going to find out about it right here on DJ 92.
Taking care of your lawn these days sure seems complicated. Big trucks, fancy service contracts, dangerous chemicals. It all seems so unnecessary, especially now when you can call on something as easy and natural as Chem Dog.
Come on, boy. Come on, Sparky.
Each week, the Chem Dog will personally inspect your lawn. For weeds and crabgrass, he'll spray liquid formula number 1. And for those patches where grass just don't seem to grow, your Chem Dog will apply a special layer of formula number 2. Ooh, boy, watch your step. That's all natural fertilizer. So if your lawn's looking kind of shaggy, unleash the Chem Dog. We may not be the best, but we sure got a leg up on the competition. Oh, not on my shoe.
Chem Dog!
Bad dog.
Chem Dog!
WVOR 100, good morning. Good looking Tony Matthews.
D. Alexander.
And it's about 17. What happened here?
Oh, my goodness. The clock is off.
All the clocks went
What time
on.
is I don't have my watch on. Do you
I
have
don't
your
wear
watch
a watch.
on?
I don't wear a watch.
Uh-oh.
Well, we can just call what's her name there and find out what
there you
the
go.
correct time is.
We can reset our watch and everything will be fine.
It's pretty weird, though. Hope we didn't have like a power outage here.
At the sound of the tone, the correct time will be 2:15 p.m.
No,
that
that's
can't
way
be
up.
right.
Did we
That's
forget to
not-
pay a bill here or something, or what?
At the sound of the tone, the correct time will be 6:30 a.m.
No, that's not right.
past
It's
7
much
o'clock
later
already,
than that.
so-
Something is wrong
You're
here.
telling me. I think I'm having a nervous breakdown.
Say what? I don't get that. What's going on, man?
I just found out my husband is sleeping with the bimbo who gives the temperature.
Well, I don't think we need to get into your personal life.
I'd like to take her thermometer and stick it right up his...
Thank you.
WVOR 100.
1190 KEX, Bob Miller here this morning. Did you check the paper out this morning? Here's a guy in Minnesota who is suing his neighbor now for having a blender that is too loud. And he says the noise of the blender is making his dog crazy. And for that reason, he's suing this guy for $10,000. Unbelievable. I have just the thing for that guy.
This is the plaintiff. He's got a genuine legal problem, and he's trying to solve it on a tacky, low-budget TV show. He is a certified idiot. This is the defendant. He's managed to keep his case out of a real court for years, but today he'll be embarrassed in front of millions of viewers. He's a complete moron. Today, it's another case of moron versus idiot on the Stupid People's Court.
So, are you people as dumb as you look? Good, because we got to kill a half hour till the news starts.
Okay. So remember, if you've got a real legal problem, take it into your own hands, because anything's better than the Stupid People's Court.
That's a good idea.
It's another sad case in the history of jazz. The legendary Ahmad Yarivin, his great career cut short far too soon by an unfortunate overdose that left him a vegetable. But he did serve as a music stand on this album by Rossan Rugburn and Kirk Douglas, and I'm sure you'll remember this great riff.
Rock 92, Brad Krantz, Ralph Shaw. Nothing more fun than dumping the old family in the station wagon and heading on down to Heritage Village for a good family weekend day, huh?
Yeah, it looks like it's going to be a good weekend for it, too.
Well, forget that. There are other places you can go. Save your money.
Over there, son. It's a full-fledged liberal.
Help the poor!
See?
Help the poor! Oh, let me get this one, Dad.
All right, steady.
Yes, hunting the wild raving liberal is just one of the swell things you can do at George Bush Gardens.
George Bush Gardens.
You want rides? Well, George Bush Gardens has them. There's the Pirates of Hud over in Scandalland, the Civil Rights Carousel. We've got that one running backwards. And, oh, here comes my favorite, Bush Mountain, the world's only flat roller coaster. Oh, there's Danny the Clown.
I'm the vice president, you know.
What a bozo. So visit George Bush Gardens. Come wrapped in an American flag and get in for half price.
George Bush Gardens. Every day seems like 4 years.
George Bush Gardens, where every day seems like 4 years, off Interstate 95 in Kennebunkport.
Do appreciate
All right,
that.
thank you very much.
Oh, the phones are lit up like Brent Walker's nose after a night on 2nd Avenue this morning. It is the hottest thing I've ever seen happen at a radio station.
We're doing a benefit this morning, a radiothon for Jerry's kids.
No, that's not Jerry Lewis's kids, it's Jerry Lee Lewis's kids.
You're getting hitched and your bride's only 12. You need to stay in a special hotel. She's jailbait, so make it data. Dial 1-800-GREAT-BALLS-OF-FIRE. Well, hey, this is the old killer himself, Jerry Lee Lewis, with a word for you newlyweds. Believe me, I know how tough it is when you marry a 13-year-old. But it's even tougher deciding where to go on your honeymoon. I mean, you like the Bahamas, and she wants to ride a pony. Whoa, that's why I opened up the Great Balls of Fire Honeymoon Hotel. Every room has a lollipop-shaped bathtub, and we provide complimentary champagne and chocolate milk. Just listen to 52-year-old Rolling Stone Bill Wyman and his teenage bride. It's great.
Yeah, and the waiters even cut up my steak, too.
So come on, cousins, and check in to Jerry Lee's Great Balls of Fire Honeymoon Hotel. 'Cause like they say, when in Rome, do like Roman Polanski. Baby!
Coyote and the Zoo Crew on Y107.
Get
It Up with Ed Kelly and Company on ACN. I'm going to be late for lunch today. I got to call my lady friend and let her know. She gets so irate about these things, you wouldn't believe it. Hang tough, will you?
I'm sorry. The number you have dialed is not in service in this area code.
Hate it when this happens.
You are a moron.
What?
Please make a note of it.
Ed Kelly. I'll tattoo that one on my forehead, honey.
WVOR 100. Good morning. Tony Matthews with D. Alexander.
Hi there.
And what are you reading? You have a brochure over there.
I do. It's a brochure for a new motorcycle.
Oh,
I'm
thinking of
get
buying
it.
one, eh?
Yeah, well, I'm a little worried about it. It's one that my ex-wife told me I should get.
Move over, Honda. Make way, Suzuki. The ultimate two-wheel experience is here. Yes, 5,000 cc's of flaming fury, waiting for a man macho enough to tame it. It's the Kamikaze XS, and it'll take you from 0 to 200 miles an hour in under 6 seconds. Hold tight, cause this babe's got everything except brakes. What? The Kamikaze XS. It's the last motorcycle you'll ever ride.
Because we still haven't forgotten World War II. Yankee dog.
The news, Z93, this is Dr. Dave with my partner Alan Cabin. Having a rough time with my old lady lately, man. I think it's that time of the month, you know what I'm saying? It's one of those deals where, you know, she's been talking to the dog, been talking to the parakeet, been talking to the cats. Me, she leaves notes on the refrigerator too, you know what I'm saying? She says, "You men don't suffer like we suffer when we have PMS. Just once I wish you'd know what it felt like." Well, can you imagine that?
Watch out, you idiot! Jeez, can you believe that jerk?
Oh, gosh, Dan, you seem a little tense.
Yeah, I've been snapping at people all day. Maybe it's my time of the month.
Yeah, me too. You know, I've been cranky, retaining water, and look, wearing these white gloves.
I know what you mean. Every 28 days, I get this insatiable craving to buy a banjo.
And a corncob pipe?
Yeah.
Well, Dan, it looks like there's only one thing to do, sir.
And what's that there, Mr. Interlocutor?
Well, that's all thing.
Yowza.
I wish I was in Dixie. Away.
These two men are suffering from pre-menstrual syndrome. Beware the warning signs. If your husband ever comes home with a tambourine or a banjo pick and insists on calling you Mr. Bones, hide the shoe polish and call your family doctor immediately.
So, tell me there, Mr. Bones.
Yes, sir, Mr. Interlocutor.
Who was that woman I saw you with last night?
Oh, that was no woman. That was Martina Navratilova.
No, it's not very funny, and there is no cure. So when it happens to the man in your life, try to understand. Pre-menstrual syndrome.
718 KPLZ Seattle, home of the 8-pound fly. We're Kent and Allen, and we're looking for a great day in the Pacific Northwest today. Sunny and 78 degrees.
Attention, you can get college credit right now for listening to our little Weasley radio program.
Yeah.
The Hindenburg went down 50 years ago. You know how I know that? I majored in history. Yeah, I did. Dudley Cross was the name of the radio announcer who was just going nuts over that whole thing when it was happening, and I happen to have him right now on our KPLZ Newsmaker line.
Well, let's go to it. Welcome then, Mr. Dudley Cross. Mr. Cross, is it true you were discharged for being too emotional during the famous broadcast?
Yes, that's true. At the time, I was a very emotional young man. I was only 23, and seeing such a horrible sight shook my journalistic abilities. Time and age have a tendency to put all things in perspective, as you know.
Yeah, I suppose that is true.
Yeah, I'm here at my cottage on the Chesapeake here, just having a little breakfast.
Yep.
There you go. I'm eating a brand new kind of German muffin.
Is that so? Well, we want
Yeah. Here on the package it says so light they can float in air.
Yeah, that's interesting. What?
Yeah, I just put them in the toaster here.
Yeah.
They'll be coming up soon, yeah. Let me see. Oh, yeah, they're coming out just a few seconds here.
All right.
Wait. Oh, no, they're stuck inside the toaster.
What?
Just a minute.
Look, sir, if we could get back to the interview, we wanted to ask you about...
This is terrible. Ladies and gentlemen, the German lighter-than-air muffins are caught inside the heat of the toaster.
Oh,
my,
no.
ladies and gentlemen. Oh, dear. There's smoke. There's thick black smoke billowing out of my little toaster. Oh, how terrible. If I could just go over and turn the toaster on its side. Oh no! The muffin is out! Oh, it's fallen! Tiny crumbs, ladies and gentlemen,
Wait a
all
minute.
over the ground! Pieces of charred toast everywhere!
Mr.
Oh, this is terrible! What a tragedy! What a holocaust! My breakfast! I can't go on! Oh, ladies and gentlemen! Oh, no! Oh, no!
Hey, try some decaf, buddy.
Everybody get out of here! There's a lobster loose! Oh, holy cow, he's loose!
97.3 KRQR, The Rocker, 7:35, 25 before 8 on the Lobster Breakfast. It's the morning show with the most music on the menu. It's 67 and sunny in San Francisco.
I gotta start eating right. My chest is getting tight. My cholesterol count is going off the chart. Puffing and puffing. I'm not feeling too good. I think I might buy the farm.
Hi, I'm Daryl Hall. And you know, even though my hair looks really good and I got a great bod and all the women really love me, I got a problem. High cholesterol. So that's why I eat this new Hall & Oat brand cereal. Every tasty little flake is shaped just like my partner John, except they're bigger and they don't hold back my career. Anyway, before you've lost that living feeling, rock and roll with a healthy bowl of Hall & Oat brand. Hey, it's the only thing I like better than me.
Oh, try a bowl. Add some milk and chew it up. Try some Hall & Oat. Be a bread eater.
Hall & Oat brand cereal from the makers of Guns N' Raisins.
23 minutes before 7 o'clock, Bruce the Bell Dinger dinging his wild thing this morning with the Carringer and Friends. It's going to be a fantastic Friday, a high of 76, and a big, big weekend. And you know what a big weekend means?
Look out! It's another drag racing commercial! With two obnoxious announcers screaming at the top of their lungs! Cranking up the reverb and echo! And don't forget those ear-piercing sound effects! Why do we sound so excited? Because we're recording this commercial on a Sunday! And that means we're getting triple scale! Just for saying dumb names like Shirley Cha-Cha Muldowney! And Big Daddy Don Garland! And talking at 200 words per minute! Ooh, and my throat feels like I swallowed burning nitro funny fuel! And I've got a headache that's blowing my doors off! Because doing this type of idiotic commercial is an all-out drag!
Friday. Rain too? Oh, no. I'm not going to worry about it because at 2 o'clock this afternoon, we are off to the airport. The wife and I were heading down to Florida for a well-deserved 2-week vacation. I'm a little bit upset and a little bit worried, though, because our travel agent kind of booked us on a new airline I've never really heard of before.
Look up, America, to the new airline that's telling the truth.
We stuff you in a tiny seat. We lose your luggage too. Our planes run late, our food you'll hate, but we won't lie to you.
We're Honesty Airlines. We give it to you straight. Honesty Airlines. We're last to leave the gate.
Other airlines will tell you the skies are friendly and you're somebody special in the air. Come on, at Honesty Airlines, we know that you know better. So, we're just telling it like it is.
With mergers up and airfares down, we're flying in red ink. Our flight attendants hate their jobs. Our pilots like to drink.
So next time you have to fly, try Honesty Airlines. We'll get you there. Eventually.
We're Honesty Airlines. We never land on time.
Some restrictions apply.
Jay Hamilton.
Oh, no.
Jay Hamilton.
Watch out for it.
ACN.
No, well, same to you, Eraserhead. All right, this is Punk Talk. Back to the phones. Hello, I hate your guts.
I hate you too!
What's your name?
Spit!
All right. I hate society.
Thank you for enjoying Outrageous Radio, starring the American Comedy Network. I regret to inform you this recording is now officially over. In the event of an...
Excuse me, pardon me. Oh, did I hear you say it's over? Aha!
Oh, drat. It's the ACN Fat Lady.
That's right. And you know it's never over till I sing.
I know that. Well, unfortunately, that's true, but couldn't we just this...
Hit it, boys.
Oh, my.
This show is over now. I'm fatter than a cow. I'm the fat lady who, at the end, sings for you. This show is ending. The floor is bending. Oh, no, I'm
Copyright 1990. The American Comedy Network.
Warning, all material contained on this recording is protected by copyright. Any broadcast, duplication, or other use of this material without the express written consent of the American Comedy Network is strictly prohibited by law. Thank you.
That was his demo CD of the American Comedy Network. Stay tuned next hour when we all featured Little Britain.